Yahweh is not a statue. He is a living entity. Yahawashi, who you ignorantly call Jesus, is not Caesar Borgia. And thou shalt become an astonishment and a proverb. What is a proverb? Niggas, specks, redbacks. Those are names, those are proverbs. You are looked at by the other nations as nothing. And they are right. We have been put down from our kingly position, our princely position, into being the base of men. They are right. We are the base of men in this kingdom. We are at the bottom. Do not be fooled. Doesn't matter what your title is, how much education you have, or even how much money you have. You are at the bottom, and you will stay there unless you repent and come back to your power, Yahweh, Bashem, Yahawashi. Thou shalt plant vineyards and dress them, but shall neither drink of the wine nor gather the grapes, for the worms shall eat them. How is it that the Moabites, aka Chinese, the Ammonites, aka Japanese, the Edomites, aka Indians, the Ishmaelites, aka Middle Eastern, can barely speak English, yet they can come over here and in a matter of a month or 2 years, they own a gas station and businesses, and you're still at the bottom, comfortably smoking that ganja, eating shrimp and lobster, and comfortable being absolutely nothing. You are on a base man. No shame, no pride, no understanding of who you are. The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low. These are the curses. We were an ungrateful people. After Yahawashi freed us from Pharaoh, we spent 40 years worshiping golden idols, made it into the promised land. The rest of us died in that damn desert. Now, after going through slavery 6 more times, we are now in our final place of slavery. This is where Yahawashi will return and redeem the hopeful elect. Not all of Israel will be saved this time around. You two-third vipers and scorpions that have no problem killing your brothers and your sisters. You wicked Negroes and Latinos and Native Americans. You idolaters, stick worshiping, ganja smoking, pork eating, shrimp eating, defiling homosexuals, following the Sodomite kingdom ways. But you don't like to get correction. You want Creflo Dollar. You want TD Jake. Somebody that looks prominent. Come and tell you, John 3:16, for God so loved the world, blah, 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 blah. He does not love any of you, with the exception of his hopeful elect. He hates all of you. Because thou servest not the Lord, thy power with joyfulness and with gladness of heart for the abundance of all things. Therefore shall thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord, Yahawashi, shall send against thee in hunger and thirst. You are all hungry and you are all thirsty. You have no power in your hands. You can't do nothing without the so-called white man giving it to you. And that's why he can rape your kids. He can kill you at will and not hold himself accountable. He can do whatever he wants. He can deceive you with his sorcery, known as television, the media. And you fall for it because you are cursed and you don't know it. And in nakedness and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. And the so-called white man have been very successful at it. He's been very successful at destroying the so-called black man and Hispanic. Not with a sword. He destroyed your mind. You are that simple. Look at you. As long as someone brings water to you and some free food, you think you're good. I have news for you. There's a great famine coming to America. And these people will eat that food before they bring it to you because they will have no choice but to eat the donations. Do you think that they're going to come out here and feed you? That's 35% of your military is quitting. They're not going to bow to the COVID mandates. I will not bow to it. Neither will hopefully elect. Your police officers are quitting because they do not want to serve under a wicked king. They're not going to bow. Nurses, doctors are quitting. And he shall besiege thee in all thy gates until thy high and fenced walls come down, wherein thou truest throughout all the land. And he shall besiege thee in all thy gates throughout all thy land, which the Lord thy power hath given thee. And thou shalt eat the fruit of thine own body, the flesh of thy sons and of thy daughters, which the Lord thy power hath given thee in the siege. If you go in history, in 70 AD, when Jerusalem was burned down, we turned to cannibals and ate our kids, and then we ate each other. That is coming back here again in Great Babylon, aka Egypt, aka Sodom. Be prepared for it. Your friend, your kids, you will turn on them and kill them for a slice of bread, and you will devour your own children very soon. The tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness, her eye shall be evil towards the husband of her bosom, and toward her son and her daughter. That's why you have so-called black on black crime. That's why you have the women, the so-called black woman hates the so-called black man. Because why? The so-called black man cannot provide for her in this wicked kingdom. Because he's a base. The so-called black man makes up most of the prison system by design. He cannot get a job. Doesn't matter if he has an education or not. Because that is a curse in Deuteronomy 28 that's only bestowed on the children of Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel, and in particular, the true Jews, not the Amalekites that are sitting in what you know as Israel today. The Israel that you know today is going to be destroyed by nuclear weapons. They're all going to die. The fake Jewish people. Verse 57. And toward a young one that cometh out from between her feet, and toward her children, which she shall bear, for she shall eat them for want of all things secretly, in the siege and strangeness, wherewith thine enemy shall distress thee in thy gates. If thou wilt not observe to do all the words of this law that are written in this book, that thou mayest fear this glorious and fearful name, the Lord thy power, Yahweh, Bashem, Yahawashi. Then the Lord will make thy plagues wonderful, and plagues of thy seed, even great plagues, and a long continuance, and sore sickness, and of long continuance. The so-called black man has been in this country for over 400 years and has accomplished absolutely not a damn thing. Nothing. Not a damn thing. What? You got a couple of dollars to go spend in a grocery store and you think you're all that? You got a car to drive? You're nothing. We are nothing here. We're at the bottom. And that's a curse. I just read it to you. Generation after generation of welfare and dependency on the so-called white man. You hate him, but you can't live without him because he was set up to rule over you, whether you like it or not. The so-called white man is the sword of Yahweh Bashem Yahawashi. And he has just got started with you damn wicked nations of this earth. Oh yeah. Well, he's just getting started. Also, every sickness and every plague which is not written in this book of this law, them will the Lord bring upon thee until thou art destroyed. The so-called black women have the highest rate of AIDS, HIV, and vice versa with the black man, because they practice abomination such as homosexuality, which are called lesbian or LGBTQ, whatever the hell that alphabet soup is. It's an abomination. Drug addict. Oh, you think someone come out here every Sunday and give you an apple and some water and tell you it's going to be okay, that's going to be okay? No. All of you are the sitting dead. You are the sitting dead. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people from one end of the earth, even unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even woods and stones. And among these nations thou shalt find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest. But the Lord thy God shall give thee a trembling heart, and failing of eyes, and of sorrow. You have the end of the moratorium. And who did it impact? Issachar did not impact the Ammonites, the Moabites, the Edomites. Okay? It didn't impact the so-called white man. You Hispanics, so-called Hispanics, Native American and Negroes are going to be on the streets in the millions. In the millions. And then Esau, the so-called white man, will rove around in his military vehicles and his police vehicles. And he will take you to one of these FEMA camps in one of the 10 zones here in America, where he will put you to death, and you deserve it. And among these nations shalt thou find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest. But the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahawashi, shall give thee a trembling heart, and failing of eyes, and sorrow of mind. And thy life shall hang in doubt before thee. And thou shalt fear day and night, and thou shalt have none assurance of life. You, if you're a so-called black man or Latino or Native American in this kingdom, you have no surety that you will live to see the next day. You see that blue light in the back of you, and you're squeezing your testicles together because you do not know if it's your day to die. And that is a curse that we have on us in this wicked kingdom. And in the morning thou shalt say, what Yahweh, it were even, and at even thou shalt say, what Yahweh, it were morning, for the fear of thine heart, wherewith thou shalt fear, and for the sight of thine eyes, which thou shalt see. And the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahawashi, shall bring thee into Egypt with ships. Oh, did you get over here? With ships. Look on the back of your currency. There is a pyramid because this is spiritual Egypt. Okay? We're back in slavery once again. By whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondsmen and bondswomen, and no man shall buy you. So there it is right there. I've given you from the Bible itself where you came from, why we're here, and why you are in the condition you're in. On drugs, lost, soulless, unbeknownst to you, that this wicked so-called white man is preparing for your destruction at this very moment. But you do not care, because last week you have water and apples to eat by the people that smile in your face but would not tell you that you're a king, that you're princesses, that you are royalty, and that you are the true heirs to inherit the kingdom of heaven, which is going to be here on earth. That's all I have for you. Obviously, y'all want to listen to bullshit, pulpit, nice Christian talk over there, and that's fine. I'll be out here again next week. Once again, I'll let you know the destruction that's coming here to Great Babylon, aka Sodom, Egypt, and America. And with that, I'd like to give all glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. I'd like to give double honors to the teachers, elders, and apostles of Great Millstone, and to the brothers that are putting out this truth daily, fearlessly, feeding the sheep, and to you brothers and sisters that are tuning in. Shalom, and DTA, and a ball. So, right there, you can see here where this, right over there it is, all of them. And it's got to be at least about 400 or 500 people out here, I don't know. But, you know, pulpit pastor, as usual.